Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Now, today we're going to talk about an exciting topic. How do you allocate your coins in like small caps? Now, I would actually allocate by mainnet if I was starting from scratch. Now, I don't actually plan to reallocate this way and buy any small caps or anything because I'm just going to stay with the ones I have like VeChain, Cardano, etc. But if I was starting and I had like a small cap fund, like Grayscale has a small cap fund. If I had a small cap fund, this is how I would allocate. I would allocate by mainnet. I would go 30% Cardano, 30% 30% Cardano, 30% upcoming Polkadot projects, 30% Ethereum projects, and then 10% I would just go ahead and say FTT. You could actually go for Serum if you feel more risky, but I would just say FTT. And I'm going to say why. Now, the Cardano and the DOT are going to be upcoming projects, obviously. The only one that you can buy for Cardano right now is actually ADAX. Liquid and others are coming up like Sunday Swap. And I would actually I wouldn't allocate everything into ADAX. I would obviously allocate some into Sunday Swap as well. Spread myself around. I heard that Sunday Swap actually has like big name support behind it. So it could be a very good crypto coin to invest in as well. I would obviously have to look at like what the market cap is of the coin when it came out. Like if they have pre-sales, can I get it on the pre-sale, et cetera, like how much supply there is, the current market cap and the fully diluted market cap. Like ADAX scores very well on those. And I would also have to see like what the tokenomics of said coin is. So I think like 30% into Cardano, and that would be probably a combination of ADAX, Liquid, CardStarter, and Sunday Swap. 30% into DOT. Now, DOT ecosystem tokens, I'm not exactly sure how many there are going to be, but those would actually be things like, things that that's going to get a parachain, because those are the coins that are probably going to pump when everything comes online. I think I heard Origin Trail was going to was going to get a parachain, so you might actually look into that. Origin Trail may not be on DOT right now, but once it gets a parachain, it might go up quite a bit. Or like any other project, and there's a page for DOT projects that will actually get a parachain. Those would be the ones I would limit myself to. I wouldn't invest in projects that you don't really know if they're going to get a parachain or not, because that could go sour really, really fast. So 30% into ETH, 30% into DOT. And then of course, 30% in Cardano, 30% into DOT, and of course, 30% into ETH. Now, if you're feeling really risky, you could actually put it 15-15 between ETH and BSC. But BSC has had a lot of exploits, so I would just go with ETH right now. And of course, ETH, you're going to want you're going to actually want like stuff like AAVE. AAVE is actually cross-chain, so I would actually put some into that anyways. But you're also going to want things like games that are on Polygon or Immutable X. So if you're looking for small caps, you want small caps that are on layer 2 already. You don't want small caps that are only on the base layer, because the base layer kind of sucks. It's too slow and they could actually lose users. So I would actually go with things like QuickSwap. Now, Uniswap and SushiSwap are okay, because Uniswap and SushiSwap are both coming onto layer 2 very soon. I don't know when. I think Uniswap already is kind of like on Optimism, but the thing is, not all the coins are on board, so the options are limited. Where QuickSwap, I think, is all the way on to Polygon. So like QuickSwap is something you want to look at. Like Gods Unchained, when they're coming out with a new Gods token, it's going to be on Immutable X. So that's actually like something you would actually want to look at. Obviously, look at how much market cap there is actually when it comes out. And of course, other games that are on Polygon. Go to playtoearn.net and look at like which networks they're on. You don't want to just see the Ethereum symbol. You want to see the Polygon symbol or the Immutable X symbol by those games. That's what you would actually invest in. Like I said, some examples of ETH projects would actually be like Gods Unchained, because it's going to be on Immutable X, and of course QuickSwap because it's on Polygon. And the last 10% I would allocate to Solana. You could allocate to Solana, but I would actually just go ahead and buy FTT. FTT is not a small cap, so it doesn't have maybe like 100x potential. But the thing is, Sam Bankman-Fried is actively working on promoting FTT, and Solana, I think, and maybe Serum will actually have some really good spillover effects. You could also invest in Ken, but that's even more risky. If you really want to feel more risky, you could actually trade the FTT for Serum, because that has a greater ROI potential, but it also has more pitfalls. So that's the last 10%. That would cover all your main nets for these small, riskier coins. Of course, they shouldn't be 100% of your holdings. It should only be maybe like 20, 30% of your holdings, with the rest of your holdings being safer, bigger coins like the main nets themselves, Polkadot, ADA, Ethereum, etc. So that's kind of like how I would allocate the small cap portion of my portfolio right now. If I were to start all over again, I would go 30% ADA, 30% DOT, 30% ETH, or 15% ETH, 15% BSC, and of course 10% FTT or 10% Serum, depending on which you like. So that's kind of like how I see it. I think that gives you a very diversified array of projects, and no matter which mainnet actually gets really big in the future, you will be pretty well covered. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.